Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Fashion Fix, a little series where I like to help you guys out with your fashion dilemmas and give you some inspiration of how to alter those thrifted finds. Well, hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Fashion Fix. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how I turned these drab Levi jeans that I thrifted into these amazing, beautiful DIY flared hem jeans. I've been seeing this trend float around the interweb for quite some time now, so I thought I'd give it a go. So without further ado, let's get into the video and I hope you guys enjoy. So the first thing I did was pinned where I wanted my flare to start, so that's just what I'm doing right here on both sides of the legs of the jeans. Now I'm just rolling up the leg of the jeans to measure just above my ankle because that is where I want my flare to sit. So I'm just measuring with my tape measure and that came up to be 11 inches. So once I pinned my jeans, I just laid them flat on the ground and I'm just measuring how much from the bottom of the hem I want to cut, and to make sure they're even on both sides. So I'm just doing that with both sides and then cutting straight along where I pinned. And then with the bottom half that I cut, I will be keeping hold of that as I will be using that later on in the video. Then I'm just turning my trousers inside out as we are going to be taking in the legs of the jeans as they are slightly too big. So I'm just taking the measurement I did just above my ankle, which was 11 inches, and halving that measurement to taper the leg of the jeans. Then once I was done pinning, I just gave it a quick try on just to see how they fit, and you can just move around some of the pins if they're a little too tight, but once you're happy with it you can begin sewing. So I'm just going to use a basic straight stitch on my machine to sew down the sides of the jeans. Then once I was done with that, I used a zigzag stitch to sew down the side seams of the jeans. As I do not have an overlocker, this is the easiest way to close off the seam and to secure it in place. Once I was happy with that, I just got my scissors and cut off the excess fabric. Then I gave it another quick try on just to see how they fit, and I was really happy with the way these came out. Now moving on to the flares, I am just taking the two halves that I cut from the bottom of the jeans and I'm taking a picker and I'm just taking apart the jeans so I have two halves. Then once you're done unpicking, they should look something like this. Now in order to make our flares, we are going to need a pattern, so we're going to use a bit of maths here guys. So we're going to need the square root of pi and the equation to work out the radius of a circle. So the radius is the circumference divided by 2 pi, so that is the equation that I'm going to use to work out my pattern. So I'm taking the 11 inches that I measured just above my ankle divided by 2 pi, which is 6.28, which gives me, if I grab my calculator, so 11 divided by 6.28 gives me 1.75, rounded to the nearest 10 is 1.8. So that's how many inches our radius is going to be. As the two ends of the jeans is not enough fabric to make a whole circle, I am going to divide my circle into 4 quarters and use another pair of jeans to make the 2 halves. So in order to make my pattern, I just took an A4 piece of paper and my tape measure and measured from the right corner of the paper 1.8 inches down and made a half semicircle with my tape measure, just roughly measuring it out. For the length of my circle, I added 5 to 1.8, which gave me 6.8, and that was the length of my circle. Then once I was happy with that, I just gave it a quick cut out and I was done with my pattern. So taking the denim that I am picked in half, I am just laying my pattern on top of the fabric, making sure that the pattern is flush against the straight line of the jeans. Then I began to cut it out. Once I was done with both ends of the jeans that I cut out, I just grabbed some extra spare fabric from my bag of denim. I always have a bag of excess fabric, especially denim, just hidden away whenever I need it. So I just pulled some spare pieces out from a bag, and I'm just using that to use for the rest of the semicircles. And this denim is just roughly the same color as the denim on the jeans, so this fabric was perfect. So once you finish cutting out, you should have 4 pieces in total. And then now all we're going to do is sew all our half semicircles together to make a full circle. And once I was finished sewing, this is what it looked like. So basically like a mini little skirt. And then I just took my jeans and put them right sides together, and I'm just pinning the circle to the bottom hem of the jeans all the way around, and then we're going to sew that together. And then for the piece de resistance, the end result, I am just taking the bottom half of the circles and distressing them with tweezers, and I was done. So that is my video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below to see more videos from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.